They're good games.
Yeah, they're good games, but like I was very simplistic. I didn't challenge myself until I got older, where I started playing RPGs like Bravely Default and some other stuff.
Oh man, that's a good game.
Yeah, I already played Bravely Default.
I haven't finished it.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, so if Final Fantasy's like that, then I can just play Final Fantasy. You know?
Bravely Default was supposed to be a Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, but I can see why. I mean,
Originally it was. The reason why they changed the name was because Final Fantasy was doing so poorly after 13.
Yeah.
It was doing so poorly.
The name was tainted.
The name was tainted.
Yeah.
So they're like, we can't release this game as a Final Fantasy game. If we do, nobody will buy it.
Just call it Bravely.
So
Default.
they changed the name. They called it Bravely Default, and oh my god, that game took off. It was sold out everywhere. I couldn't freaking buy it at GameStop for the longest time.
I still haven't played Bravely Second, but
I have it. I have the collector's edition for Bravely Default and Bravely Second. I haven't beat Bravely Default, and I'm one of those type of people. I can't go to the next game until I beat the first one.
yeah, I'm a completionist.
Kind of. I mean,
that.
I'm not a completionist because I won't. I'm not the type of gamer that I'm not gonna sit down and play a game for 400 plus hours like some people do in Fallout.
Yeah.
And do everything in 100% that game. I can't do that. No, that's too much of my time.
I can never 100% a game either. I only care about beating the story.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the runtime or the hours.
There's some games I can do 100% on, like Final Fantasy 15. I can do 100% on because the game just it feels so good.
No.
You don't get bored of that game. And then Persona 5 that I'm playing right now. I know I'm gonna 100% that because it's just that type of game.
Yeah.
You know, but other games like Disgaea or Fallout games, I can't. Oh my god.
Way too much content.
It really is.
And I played Fallout 4. That was fun.
Fallout 4 was awesome.
I loved it.
It really was. My favorite Fallout though, so far, my favorite Fallout is New Vegas.
Yeah. Never played it, but I heard it was good. My brother played it.
You need to play it. Oh man, that one's a good one. I like it better than 4. 4, I liked it. The game was massive, and I love the Boston setting, and I love the choices that it gives you between the Minutemen and the Brotherhood, and you know, it was really good. The story was really well done.
Yeah.
Just New Vegas just has that feel to it, man. you got that Frank Sinatra playing in the background when you're in Vegas. And,
the musical aspect,
and the voice,
the best.
The voice casting in New Vegas is awesome. You have what's the dude's name from Friends? Chandler.
Matthew Perry.
Matthew Perry's one of the voice actors in New Vegas. Yeah,
that's what he's doing now.
He plays one of the bad guys.
Nice.
And it's awesome to hear him like that. It's really good because I mean I like Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
You know, other shows that he's done, I've liked him. He just doesn't have good luck is all.
It's cool to know that well-known actors from like the 90s or in the past, they're getting work in video games and voice dubbing.
Well, there's a lot of them that do. Like
Mark Hamill is a voice actor.
Well, yeah,
and
of
Troy
course.
Baker, but he's not like one of those actors.
Well, you have what's the dude who played Adam from the Power Rangers? He was a Black Power Ranger. Johnny Young Bosch.
Oh, I didn't know his name.
If you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Johnny Young Bosch does a lot of voice acting in animes, and
had no idea.
He does the voice of Vash the Stampede.
Johnny Young Bosch voices the Vash the Stampede.
Yes.
Like that silly laugh that he does.
He's the voice of Vash the Stampede.
I'm gonna look up the credits later.
Yes. He's the voice of Vash the Stampede. He's the voice of Ichigo.
Yeah.
He does some voices in Naruto also. Dude, he's like, you name an anime, he's probably in it.
Yeah, anime is his forte then.
Well, video games too.
And video games. Yeah.
In I think he's done like voice acting in almost every recent Tales game since Tales of the Abyss.
Nice.
He was in. He's done. Let's see.
Hang on a second.
Yeah. You gonna look him up?
Yeah. This is perfect.
He's done Dot Hack games. I mean that.
You said Johnny Young
Bosch. Yeah.
J-O.
J-O. I think it's Jonny.
The original Black Ranger Power.
No, he's not the original one. He's the second Black Ranger, Adam. Yeah.
This guy?
Yes, that guy.
Oh my god, I know who it is.
Here, pull him up and show the picture on the.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. Adam, Black Power Ranger, second Black Power Ranger.
He voiced Vash. Sweet.
Yeah, he's the one in the movie. He's like,
Oh man,
I'm a
dude.
frog.
Yes. I know it. I recognize that.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember the second Black Ranger.
Yep.
The first one was a black guy.
Yeah. That was the racist generation.
The racist generation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the redneck as a Red Ranger. Yeah.
And the Yellow Ranger was an Asian.
Yep.
And the Blue Ranger is just, that's not race, it's just blue.
Well, he was white, and then you had the cheerleader was the Pink Ranger.
Yeah, but like, you know, dude, I love Kimberly.
Oh, everybody loved Kimberly.
She still looks good, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
She made her directorial debut, she just did a movie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She's gonna be a Supercon this year in Fort Lauderdale. I'm gonna go see her.
You know,
I love you, Kim.
You know, I would love to go to the San Diego Comic Con one day.
Yeah.
I really want to.
New York Comic Con is happening this year in October.
Yeah, but the San Diego one's a big one.
Yeah.
I want to go there one day. I mean, I would love to like get a GoFundMe so I can go over there and like do videos over there. That would be so freaking awesome.
You should totally do it now.
You both should do it.
GoFundMe.
Both do it.
GoFundMe, guys.
Yeah. Let's go make an account. Let's go make a GoFundMe account. Let's do it.
All right, we'll post the link in the description.
Although I don't have any subscribers yet, but
No, wait, you do. You have 6.
I got five. I have 5.
5 of you.
Well, no, see, it doesn't count because one of them's you. the other one's Maria, my wife. So, but anyways, you know, it's.
All right, to my 179 of
subscribers,
go fund me. Oh man, yeah, that'd be great, man.
So,
Nice of them.
yeah, I mean, what? I gotta ask you this: if you could be in any anime,
Like voiceover or the
no,
actual
no,
character?
if you were a character in any anime, okay?
Okay.
Now you're not one of the main characters,
Oh shoot.
okay? You're in the anime world.
Right.
You're not one of the main characters.
Right.
Which one would you be in?
That's really tough. We can rule out Dragon Ball Z, right?
You can be in there, but just know if you're in there, you're probably gonna die in one of the cities that a bad guy blows up.
I know. But that's if I'm not one. Well, main characters. If I could be in any anime, which one would I be?
So you'd be your own character in the anime, but not one of the main characters. So you're a side character.
Give me 1 second. You can edit this part.
I'm not editing nothing.
Hang on.
If it was me, I'd probably be in Bleach, or Naruto.
In the meantime, why would you be in Bleach?
Well, if I would be in Bleach and I'm a side character, right? I'm not a main character. So that means that I can be like one of Ichigo's friends,
Right.
and I would still have powers to be able to like fight and defend myself, so I don't get the living crap kicked out of me.
Okay. I finally got it.
Okay.
I would be Nicholas Wolfwood from Trigun.
No. You're your own character.
My own character.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said I could be one of the characters.
No.
Except the main character.
No. You're your own character.
Oh, no.
You're in that world.
Oh, I'm in the world. Okay, I'd be in Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, okay.
I love Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
It's one of
Space.
Space freaking hunting, man.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, definitely. I'd be in Cowboy Bebop because I love that anime a lot. I have it on Blu-ray. And I have an autograph signed from Steve Bloom himself. Bang.
I've never been big on Cowboy Bebop.
I loved it. You never seen it?
No, I saw
I've
it.
seen
I
it.
just didn't. I didn't really like it.
Dude, the music was amazing. And
No, the music's cool.
And the show's
The music's cool. I don't know. For me, it's one of those animes that it didn't really get me involved.
But the thrill of space venturing and like bounty hunting and everything like that'd be something.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like, if I was gonna be like something like a video game character, I wouldn't mind being like something like Samus.
Yeah,
Bounty hunting and all that stuff.
definitely.
Because I mean, I don't want to be stuck in a Resident Evil world.
That
Wouldn't be fun.
yeah.
You know,
that
I'd-
wouldn't be fun at all whatsoever.
I don't have no superpowers, no nothing. And then if I do have superpowers, that means I'm infected.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wouldn't really want that.
I probably wouldn't want to be in The Last of Us either.
Nope, that's another one, but that's a good game. Oh man, that is such a good game.
Troy
And
Baker voices the
part 2 is coming out.
Did you see the trailer?
I did see the trailer for part 2.
I got goosebumps when I saw
I can't wait for it. I
Oh
really
my God.
can't. The game. Oh, that's another game that just like. Well, though that game made me cry in the beginning of the game
Oh yeah.
when his daughter died. Spoiler alert. But again, if you haven't played last,
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? Shame on you.
Invest in the PS4 now and go get the game.
Yeah, or even
Or
if you have a
PS3.
PS3, it's cheap now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
on
you
the
go-
PlayStation Store.
Yeah, you go buy it. It's cheap. I have it on the PS3 and I have it on the PS4.
I have it remastered on the 4.
Yeah. Oh
amazing.
man,
It's beautiful.
I can't wait for it for part 2.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And then, they said they're making a movie of it.
Logan was practically Last of Us.
It kind of was.
Without the claws.
Kind of
Like
was.
there's a scene where like they're driving in the car.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
that's like the scene out of the Last
And I said it before Logan came out,
Yeah.
and then I said it even more after Logan came out. If they're gonna do a Last of Us movie, Hugh Jackman needs to be the main character.
Yes.
He freaking looks like him.
He does, and he can actually talk like him. But if not him, Jeffrey Dean Morgan could be him too.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Well,
Okay, Josh Brolin. He's got the raspy
Josh Brolin could.
charisma.
Yeah, he could.
Raspy voice.
He
look,
could.
Like that scruffy.
Yeah,
vibe
yeah.
to him. I think Josh Brolin could pull it off as the main character.
My number one pick though would be Hugh Jackman. Just,
Yeah.
I mean, he's got that wide acting range. He really does.
He also has like that snuffy attitude that he's supposed to
Yeah.
have.
I mean, my favorite movie from Hugh Jackman is Prestige.
Your favorite movie?
Yeah.
From him?
Yeah.
I like that movie too, but now Logan's my new favorite.
Well, I mean, I'm away from
Now.
X-Men stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, away from X-Men stuff. Prestige is probably my favorite movie with Hugh Jackman.
I like Christian Bale in that movie too.
Yeah, both of them.
I
It's
love
Wolverine
both.
versus Batman.
Yeah. Without the,
That's what it is without the costume.
Without the costumes, it's mind games with Bruce Wayne and Logan.
Yeah, right. with Scarlet Witch thrown or Scarlet Witch. I'm sorry.
Alfred Pennyworth.
No, well, Alfred, and then you have man, I'm just like mixing up all my superheroes today. Help me out here. Scarlett Johansson.
She's not in that movie.
I thought she was.
No, Scarlett Johansson.
Who's the chick in that movie?
It's not Scarlett Johansson.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I am definitely sure. If you
I'm
want,
gonna look it up.
IMDb it, man.
I'm gonna look it up. I
Oh,
could have sworn she was in that
right.
movie. Oh, I got my DBZ game up. We're both looking it up. Look at us nerds.
Yeah. I'm really good with the casting and
I
acting.
could have sworn she was in it.
It's David Bowie's in it too.
Yeah, that I didn't know.
Rest in peace. Oh, wait.
Scarlett Johansson. I'm right.
I don't remember what role she played.
She was the main chick that she would go between the two guys.
Okay, then who's the one that died?
Who's the chick that died? I don't
Wait,
remember.
Never mind, no chick died. Excuse me, I'm confusing that with Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, see, that's your fault, man.
I'm so sorry.
You're talking about Iron Man there.
I don't remember the character she played in that movie. I only remember Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman from that film.
Yeah.
This is right in between The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises.
Was it?
Yeah.
Which one was better?
The Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah,
Dark Knight.
I agree.
I mean, yeah, you can say that everybody says that, but like honestly, I think The Dark Knight was better. I love The Dark Knight Rises, but I think The Dark Knight was better.
Besides the fact of Heath Ledger, I know we're getting into comics now.
Yeah, no, but forget about it. It's the story.
Dude.
But Heath Ledger was great. You can't
But yeah,
deny that.
no, the story was good, and I liked the story with Two-Face in it, and
Yeah, it was
you
perfect.
know, it was good. It was good.
A good way to put two villains in one movie.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Take notes, everybody. DCEU. I'm looking at you and
Speaking of
Sony.
Batman, have you played all the Batman games?
yeah, I have them all.
Yeah, them all.
Yeah.
I didn't play Origins.
Play it. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's good.
All right.
Not as good as the other ones, but if anything, it's up there with Arkham Asylum. Not up there with City,
No.
but it's up there with Asylum.
Which one was your favorite one?
City.
City. I think City's my favorite too.
I loved Arkham Knight because the graphics like really hit it for me. The only problem with Arkham Knight was the freaking tank, the Batmobile tank.
There was too much
It
of
was
the
so
Batmobile. Yep.
it was so overplayed, and but I loved the story and I loved.
Oh, the Joker
villain.
thing was freaking.
I didn't think he was gonna come
awesome.
back, but he did. But
It was awesome. I love that the Joker was in his head the
yeah,
whole game.
it was
Oh,
great. Psychological twisting, mind game
Yeah.
thing going on. The Scarecrow was a phenomenal villain, and as the main villain, and Poison Ivy was great, and everybody else was great. And,
I thought it was kind of like about time that Scarecrow was the main villain.
yeah,
It took too long.
he was
to
an
make
effective
him.
villain in this one.
Yeah. Do you think he would have been effective in the other games, or was it perfect timing to do him?
He was fine as like side character,
Okay.
like in the other games.
But him being the main villain in Arkham Knight, besides Arkham Knight,
Yeah.
That was like the perfect time for him to be the main villain.
I think so.
Yeah.
After years of being beaten by Batman, I think this was fine. This was fine.
Because
you had Hugo Strange and the Joker as the main ones from like Arkham City.
Yeah.
And also Asylum, you had the Joker as the main one in Asylum, but
now,
Hugo Strange played a big role.
why do you think they put the Jason Todd one in this in Arkham Knight?
I don't know why they revisited that storyline. I mean, I thought that was over and done with.
Well, I mean, they never touched on it in any of the Arkham games, but
I'll tell you what, though, when I played the game, I saw it from a mile away that was Jason Todd.
yeah.
And before the game was initial release, the creators were stating that this is an entirely new character. The concept and the idea of Arkham Knight is a new character. However, the person playing the character is not a new character.
Yeah, and you know, I like the fact that they touched on the Killing Joke in there.
Yeah.
That was a nice
It's
touch.
canon. Killing Joke is canon Batman.
Yeah, it was a really nice touch, especially the way that a Joker, since he was in Batman's head, it was messing with him.
Yeah, and you also see those scenes revisited from Killing Joke in the Arkham Knight games.
Oh,
you actually
man.
see Batman walking around in there, and he's actually watching these things transpire.
Yep, and watching the torturing of Jason Todd.
Yeah, and also Commissioner Gordon.
Yep. And like, for me, why? Like, I don't understand though why they decided to do Jason Todd as Arkham Knight and not as the Red Hood. I mean, he's supposed to be the
Just
Red
a new
Hood.
persona to take on. I
Yeah?
guess. Yeah, because it would have been predictable if it was the Red Hood.
Well, but I mean, like, you do it like you change his story completely in the games, having him as the Arkham Knight.
Yeah. But he's basically continuing his initial plan, which was to destroy Batman.
Yeah.
But just in a different guise,
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. What would you have thought if it was an entirely new character that would have became canon in the comics?
It would have been weird.
You think so?
It would have been weird because the Arkham series has built on its own story.
Yeah.
And its own canon. So it would have been weird to have like a completely new character in that game.
But sometimes new characters are a good thing. I mean, Harley Quinn was a new character at one point.
No, and that's fine. I understand that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're talking about like it's the last game of the series, right?
Yeah, so you need an effective.
So so having a new character be the last game of the series doesn't make any sense to me. If it was a new character from the beginning of the series, so if it was a new character established in Arkham Asylum or even Arkham Origins because it takes place before, then I could understand that. If you're bringing it back for the final game, then I could understand it. But having a brand new character at the final game of a series, a pretty long running series at that,
right,
doesn't make any sense to have to do that. So many other movies and shows have tried that before, and it really doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't. The Dark Knight did that.
They did.
Yeah, the movie. They brought Rachel Dawes.
Yeah.
I hate it when movies throw in brand new characters in
the thing with that
comic book.
The thing with that kind of character is, Bruce Wayne's had so many love interests.
Yeah.
Throughout the years.
Yeah.
And it was too early to bring in Catwoman because it was a younger Batman.
Right.
So, having a character like that, it's understandable. And then having Catwoman in the last movie, it made sense.
Yeah, it did. It was paced fine.
Yeah.
But Bane was an effective villain for the last one. It totally made an impact and memorable one for that.
Yeah, and I like the way
the Nightfall storyline.
Yeah.
Just briefly.
Yeah, I like that, and I like the way that they brought everything back around from Batman Begins, with Ra's al Ghul and then his daughter.
It kind of made it feel like The Dark Knight, the movie, was like the entire movie was an entire subplot.
It was.
Because Dark Knight Rises was Batman Begins revisited.
It was. You could take The Dark Knight away,
own movie.
and it would be its own movie.
Yeah, Batman's already established, and bam, it's its own movie. You don't really need to watch Begins.
Right. The only thing that you take from the end of Dark Knight into the last movie is the end of The Dark Knight, where now he's public enemy number 1 for killing Two-Face.
Yeah.
Or, well, you know.
Killing Two-Face.
Yeah. So he became public enemy number 1. And that's the only thing that's really important going into the next movie, because everything else about Dark Knight doesn't matter.
It's not even referenced or anything. Not even mentioned. Not even the Joker's referenced.
Nope. You know, I like the games. I really do. I'm with you on the whole Batmobile tank thing. It was just too much.
I was excited for the Batmobile, but I didn't think it'd be a jumbled like. I didn't think it'd be. Here's the problem. The Batmobile is cool. The problem is that the game made it to the fact that it was a necessity. It was required to do certain missions. If that wasn't the case, and that you can use the Batmobile whenever you please, and it wasn't part of like the game, like it wasn't required to be used in missions, like the Riddler missions, which I hated.
Yeah.
Then it would have been a phenomenal, perfect game. It's still a good game, but it would have made it better if that wasn't a requirement.
Yeah, the other problem I had was the fact that you just mentioned requirements, right? Yeah. In order to beat that game, which is the Nightfall thing at the end, in order to even get there, you have to do a certain amount of missions.
Yeah.
I hated that. That actually made me put the game down.
I can picture you doing it.
No, I'm dead serious, because you get to the end, right? You beat the Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
And you finish that, and you're like, okay, this is the end of the game.
Yeah.
And then he's like, Alfred, activate Operation Nightfall. And you can't do it, because you didn't finish all the other missions.
I actually made sure I did that, so I could get that in there.
You know, it pissed me off, because
it's a lot of work.
It was like,
oh my god.
I played through this game, right? I liked playing through the game, and now you're making me do all the Riddler missions. You're making me do all the mine missions. You're making me shoot all these tanks, and you know. And I think you have to complete like 5 other missions in order to advance to the Nightfall ending. I'm like, you know what? Screw you. The Catwoman, I saved her. I'm done. Screw this. I'm putting the game down. I took it out and I moved on to another game. I was just like, I'm done with it. I beat it, okay? Arkham Knight's down. I know that they're going to do Nightfall. Whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, now that you mentioned the ending of Nightfall, here's one that begs the question: where does Rocksteady go from here? From making, is it Rocksteady or Rockstar?
Rocksteady.
Yeah. Do you think like a Batman Beyond, Rocksteady game would be great?
Batman Beyond, I don't think would happen. Oh. I would like it to.
It would look cool though, visually.
It would, but it would just be. It would be like a rehash of. They wouldn't do it right. I know they wouldn't, because there's not enough source material for Batman Beyond.
Right, it's just a show.
It's a show and some comics. They don't. Like, I love Batman Beyond growing up.
Yeah.
You know, the show was probably one of my top shows to watch.
Mm-hmm. That intro.
Yeah. But the whole thing is like turning it into a game now. It wouldn't have as much relevance to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Batman Beyond happened years ago.
Yeah, so that's like if you were gonna take, or which they have, Spider-Man 2099, right?
Yeah, make it a single game.
They did it in, what was it, Shattered
Dimensions.
Yeah, Shattered Dimensions, and that game bombed.
I didn't like the game.
Yeah, that game bombed pretty bad. A lot of superheroes games do very poorly. A lot of them do. The Batman series did well because the way that they designed it, the combat was very fluid, and it was like, it just felt right.
Pretty much the same throughout all the games.
The combat,
very consistent.
The combat was the same through the games, with minor tweaks here and there on the combos and you know how you use your skills as a detective, which I really liked in Arkham Knight. The way you had to piece together the crime scene.
Yeah.
That was cool. That made me feel like Batman.
Exactly, which is one thing they need to explore a little bit more in the movies.
Yeah, because he's a detective.
Yeah.
You know, if you're playing a Batman game, you want to play as a detective part of him too.
He's called the world's finest detective.
Exactly.
For a reason.
Exactly.
The world's greatest detective.
You know, why are you going to leave such an important thing out of a character in anything?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, that was That was the deal with Wolverine. They're like, oh, you know, he's toned down, so he can't do his berserker rage, which we finally saw some of it in Logan. Actually, you see it in X-Men Apocalypse first.
Also, there's a glimpse of that in X-Men 2.
Yeah, but it's just not. It's not as much.
Yeah, it's not.
You know, you see it when he's Weapon X in X-Men Apocalypse, and then you see it in Logan when he injects himself with the serum.
Yeah.
But you know, it's important things like that. That if they take it out of characters who are already established and they bring it into a game or a movie, it just doesn't. If they don't do that, it just leaves out so much.
Yeah. Everything about a character, like whether it be comic book or anime or whatever, like characters have certain aspects and quirks and traits and everything that are very recognizable.
Yeah.
And to be stripped away of those aspects and those elements and everything like that, it just kind of like taints the property itself.
Exactly, especially if you're doing an adaptation.
Yeah, and back to Death Note, like I mentioned in my review for, well, not my review, but like my talk about Death Note adaptation. You know, Misa Amane is blonde, quirky, jumpy, annoying, and loud, and everything.
Yeah.
Like that. It doesn't look like Mia Sutton's gonna have any of those qualities, not even one.
Well, I mean, she's a cheerleader, right?
Misa Amane is not a cheerleader.
No, but in this,
supposedly, yeah, and a smoker.
Well, I mean, okay, so you could kind of relate her quirkiness and bubbliness. I mean, she's a cheerleader.
Yeah, but she doesn't seem to be like showing any of those things.
Well, again, all we saw was a trailer.
Yeah, but then again.
My thing is, you know, like with Light, right?
Yeah.
Again, forget the whole whitewashing thing. My thing with Light is he reminds me of emo Peter Parker in Spider-Man 3.
He looks like a reject.
He looks like an emo, just whatever, not like a smart, you know, sharp student that he is in.
A sharp, clean-cut student. That's
Exactly.
supposed to be, he looks like some sort of band reject or something.
Honestly, he looks more like L.
He does. He's pale.
He looks like
And
L.
everything.
He doesn't look like Light. Light is very put together. Light and L are the exact opposites.
Yeah.
Light is very put together.
His yin and yang.
Yeah, and L is a complete mess.
But very intelligent.
But very intelligent.
Yeah. Who loves sweets.
Yeah, so, you know, it's things like that. It's quirks like that that need to stay when you're going from the source material to an adaptation in any form.
Yeah, I don't care about how, like, you know, well, aesthetics are important, but change is fine. But those traits need to remain, I think, just to capture the, you know,
right,
that charismatic feel to it.
Right.
To, like the Death Note that we know.
Yeah, like I had mentioned to you earlier today with Zelda, right? Link is left-handed in all the games prior to Twilight Princess. When Twilight Princess came out, you play it on the GameCube, he's left-handed. You play it on the Wii, he's right-handed. The whole reason behind it is because when you hold the Wii remote, and I just happen to have them here, you hold it like this, with it in your right hand.
Yeah.
So when you swing it, Link's gonna swing his right hand. So they mirror the game to do that. And then every game after that, because they're now on the Wii and all that stuff. So Skyward Sword, same thing. Link is right-handed. You have the new game Breath of the Wild. Link is right-handed because most of the world is right-handed. So that's the way the controllers are designed. You know, it's not a big deal.
It's a minor detail.
It's a minor detail. It's a cosmetic, you know, thing. It's not going to change the story in any which way.
Right.
That's just how it is. Like you mentioned to me before, which I didn't know, Mega Man's ambidextrous.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know, because that's not something that you really.
So far, that's what it says is about his details online.
Yeah,
like he's ambidextrous.
That's not really something that you pay too much detail to.
Yeah.
You pay more detail to the character as they are, like with their emotions and the quirks and stuff like that.
Yeah, so. I mean, at least capture a small percentage of that, you know, for us to recognize that who they're based off of, you know.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
That'd be cool. I mean, I don't care if they're changed so much. And speaking of change, I mean, what do you think of L? Like the way he looks in the trailer?
I don't know. Again, I feel like
I would love at least the aesthetics of like to be captured there.
I feel like they're trying to make L and Light too similar in this adaptation when they're not supposed to be. They're supposed to be opposites.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why you have that confrontation between the two.
Two people with different ideals of justice.
Right. They're both highly intelligent people, but one's put together and one's a mess.
Yeah.
And so that's where you have the contrast between the two. And I feel like they're making the both of them way too similar.
It gets boring.
It does. And, you know, when you do stuff like that, you try to make them too similar, then their characters tend to blend together. And I think the whole reasoning that they're doing is because Light and L become friends in the series, or, you know, frenemies.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, I believe, like, in the series, I believe that they are actually friends.
Mm-hmm.
It just so happens that they're on opposite paths. Because they have this respect for each other.
Right.
And you know, that's an important thing to do. But again, that's also in contrast to the fact that they're opposites.
Right.
When you try to merge them together like that, it's weird.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe there's a method to their madness in the movie. Maybe there is.
Yeah.
But anyways, this video is going on for longer than yours was. We're at 55 minutes now.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna end it here.
Yeah. I guess you get the point. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna end it here. This rambling on that we're doing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ronnie, for joining me today.
Definitely.
And go ahead and check out his video. We're gonna link it down below. That's a long video too. I think I'm gonna split this in half.
Yeah.
Part 1 and part 2.
You can't upload it all.
I think you should do the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to split it into parts.
So go ahead and you know, like the video or videos. You know, they are rather long, but it's fun. I mean, we're having a good time here.
Yeah.
So hit that like button, and as Vegeta says, go and subscribe down below.
Yeah. Right there you go.
And we will see you, or I will see you, in my next video. And if you subscribe to his channel, News to Astonish, he will see you in his next video.
I'll see you next comic panel.
Yep, next comic panel.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching the video, and you guys have a good night.
Or a morning.
Or morning, depending whenever you watch this.
Later.